Hi, I'm Avery and this is my channel, That's So Avery. In today's video, I just wanted to share everything I made in the month of September. I did do 3 different pattern tests this month, so it was very busy. And today is the 28th, so I still have 2 more days, and I'm hoping to get the dress that I'm working on finished before the end of the month. And if I do, I will post a clip at the end of this video showing off that dress. I'm very excited about it, and I think it's gonna get worn very often this summer and winter, this fall and winter. And so yeah, let's get into what I've been up to. The first couple items I want to show you, 2 of the 3 I finished last month, but it was another pattern test and I didn't want to show the finished garments until the pattern was released. And that pattern is now released, and that is the Carol Blouse by Madswick. And I really enjoyed this pattern a lot. I know I'm going to be making it many more times. It just does so well in different weights of fabric. The top I'm wearing is actually one of my versions, and this is a Indian block print cotton. It's very lightweight and flowy. And for this one, I did do the trim. So there's trim that goes around the neckline and the sleeve cuffs, which is optional. And I do love the detail it added. It's just a couple extra steps that you have to do. And this top, oh, and I also did little flower, see if you can see. I hope that focused. But I did flower buttons for that. And another version that I made was this one. And this is actually a thrifted bed sheet that I've been holding on to for a long time because I thought it was so beautiful, but I wanted to find the perfect piece to make, and I think I have with this. But it is this really pretty pink with roses. The roses almost look painted on, and then I did do the same iridescent flower buttons. And this one holds the structure a little bit more in the sleeves, but it is still very thin, lightweight, and flowy fabric. And then the third version that I made is this one here. This is the longer sleeve version. I wanted to make the top I have on in the longer sleeve, but the sleeves take a lot of fabric and I just didn't have quite enough. So I made a third version so I could try out the long sleeve. And this is how it looks. I'm going to put a video of me wearing all these so you can see how they wear. But this one was a thrifted Guess bed sheet, 100% cotton bed sheet. And after I started cutting out about half of this pattern, I realized that it has red throughout. I don't know if you can see that, but it has red throughout the fabric, and the red has worn down on some parts more than others, but I don't think it's very noticeable, and it still has a lot of life left in it. Like, the fabric itself is not worn down, it's just that coloring. I did make that, and then I did some red top stitching all around, and I did put in a tag that says perfectly imperfect, because that is true for all of the garments I make, but I just love it. That is a very nice pattern, and like I said, I'm going to make it a lot more times, and I would recommend it to anybody for just an everyday pattern that you can make out of many different kinds of fabric. So that is the Carol Blouse by Madswick. And after that, I started on this blouse. This is called the Eloise blouse by RebeccaJanePatterns, and this was also a pattern test. And this, I used another Indian block print cotton that I had, Some things I really like about this pattern, and I'll put some pictures of me wearing it, but it's a baby doll style, and the seam line here is supposed to cut you right at your bust apex, and it has self-covered buttons, little ruler loops, and then the favorite thing for me on this whole pattern is the ruffle neckline. I just think it looks really cool. And this pattern does have, or it is open right here, and it calls for snaps. So you just add some snaps to close it. And I thought that was interesting. I didn't love sewing the snaps, but I do like the way it looks. So this was another really cool lightweight top for summer that's going to look really nice next summer, because obviously I won't get much more wear out of it this year. But yeah, I love the way that one turned out. Just very pretty vibrant colors. And so yeah, that is the Eloise blouse by RebeccaJanePatterns. And then after that, I continued on with another pattern test, and this one is from TammyHandmade, and it's called the Faye top or Faye blouse. And this one I made 3 times. I really love this pattern, and it's going to be a tried and true staple in my wardrobe, I can already tell. So the first version I made is this this plaid, brown and tan, really fall type colors. And I did the long sleeves with the elasticated cuff and the v-neck. I did the v-neck for all the versions because my pattern, you either had to commit to cutting out the V or the rounded neckline. So I might print the pattern again just to have the rounded neckline version. But I do love the V. It comes down to a very low cut, but it's not too low cut to be immodest. I think it's the perfect depth for the V-neck, and a little bit of gathering on the tops of the shoulders. It has a all-in-one, or you sew it all in one, the facing. It goes down the button placket and all around the back. And yeah, I just love the way that turned out. It's kind of a elevated flannel type look because it is cotton and it is a dressier pattern, but it does kind of give like a flannel shirt vibe. But I really like the way this one turned out. And then I've had this cotton sateen in my stash for years. I just have never known what to make out of it. I wouldn't say it's sheer, but it's the slightest bit see-through, so I wouldn't want to make a dress out of it with the skirt portion. So when I saw this pattern, I knew that it would be a perfect use of it. And I do still have quite a bit of it left, so I might make another top out of it. But this is the fabric. It's a white cotton sateen with a slight bit of stretch. And this version is the short sleeve version with the frill. And I did lengthen this elastic a little bit because my arms are a little bigger than the rest of my size would put me in. So I always try to go a little bit bigger in the arms or the bicep area. And so I did that. So it's not as gathered as some of the versions, but it fits me perfectly. It's very, very comfortable. And I love this fabric. It has watercolor birds on it. And I love birds. But for this one, I did self-covered buttons, and I just tried to use the all-white portions of the fabric. And this is a little bit dressier, but I love the way this turned out. This is a little dressier, like I say, but it has its uses. And then the third version, and my favorite version, is this linen rayon that I've had in my stash for a little while, and it is so drapey and flowy, so lightweight, and it is this light pink with little hearts on it. And I also did heart buttons. I hope you can see that. I just thought this was so cute. And for the white version and this version, I did shorten it by 1.5 inches, just because I like to have my tops where they hit right around my waistband, and the original version was a little bit long for me, so I just shortened it just ever so slightly. And yeah, just look at the drape of it. I love the way that one turned out. And that is everything I made. I think everything I made in the month of September. So I'm going to leave you there, and hopefully I will be putting in a clip now of my finished fall dress. Hey y'all, it is October 1st, and I am excited to say I did get my dress made up yesterday, so I did get to include it in this September Makes video. It is the Harvest Moon dress by GoldandSkye Patterns, and I am so happy with how this one turned out. I did mention this pattern in my plans video, but ended up using a different fabric to start. I wanted to use something a little easier to work with, so I did get some cotton fabric from Hobby Lobby, and I'm still gonna make it in the silkier fabric. I just wanted to practice the pattern in an easier fabric first, and what I got was all the same colorway but different size gingham, so it really looks cool, the different patterns or the different size patterns all put together. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think I will be making this pattern a bunch more times, and it's really cool. I love the shape of it. The drawstring waist gives you a little bit of shape, but it's so flowy and comfortable for everyday wear. And I work from home, so I don't like sitting in hard jeans or anything like that, so dresses are perfect for that. And I also wanted to note that I forgot to mention about my Project Dress-A-Girl dresses. So I'm going to put a clip of those, me showing those at the end of this video. And I did just want to say I was being bombarded by mosquitoes while filming that video in my yard. So if you see me smacking myself, that's why. And Project Dress-A-Girl is a really cool charity event hosted by Mari Sews on Inspired Stitches on YouTube and Instagram, and it benefits Dress-A-Girl around the world. That's the charity it benefits, and they send these handmade dresses to girls all around the world in impoverished areas, and just girls that that could use it. And it's a really cool charity. I heard about it last year, and I wanted to make sure to make some this year, and then forgot about it until about halfway through September. So I didn't have very long to make my dresses, but I did make 5, and I made them all with cotton fabric, and just had a lot of fun playing with patterns and different fabrics, and I think they all turned out really cute. So stick around and watch that video at the end, and I appreciate everybody for watching, and I hope you subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.